My mic was muted. Hello and good afternoon, everybody. How is everybody doing? And can you hear me okay? Yarman, my dog's hair is all messed up. He has like bedhead. Watch. Wait, hold on. I don't know why it's. No, what'd I just do? I really don't like this scene situation. Oh no, your messed up hair, Hal. Look at my dog's bedhead. Can you see? You got messed up hair, Hal. I do not. Okay, I don't like this scene stage thing. This whole add to stage, add a new scene. It's confusing. Stop. StreamYard, the reason why I use StreamYard is because it's simple and it's like user friendly. Like, don't mess that up, StreamYard. I'm not in the mood. You can hear me? Okay, good. Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. Or good hello wherever you're coming from. Hawaii, Grace. Say hi to my dog. Wiggy! Wiggy! Oh my god. Good afternoon, Jack. Why you gray? Do you hear him crying? He's so pathetic. Getting ready to see Francesca and Matt today. Oh, that's awesome. Are they like live in California? Wakey ham shaking. Good afternoon, everybody. Good to see some people on Twitch. Yes. Yes. Good seeing people on Twitch. Live at the Punchline at Sacramento Night. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Thank you for that clarification, Anams, and also thank you for joining us from Twitch. But why can't they just say screen then? Why do they have to change it all sexy and make it add another scene? Just say screen. Just say window. Why shook night? Oh, I get. You guys don't even understand how much I love my dogs. Like, they're everything. They're literally everything. I love my dogs so much. I don't know what, like, why agree? Like, I just love. Stop licking. My other dog is licking his ass. Stop. You're so gross. This is why I don't let them lick my face. Yeah, I don't let them lick my face for this exact reason, because they lick his ass. Why agree? Dogs are everything. They really are everything. I don't trust people who don't like dogs. I think they're very sus. Putin loves dogs, just saying. Trump doesn't like dogs. Sorry, guys. I think Snoopy is also a dachshund. See, I think Snoopy's a beagle. Even though if you actually look at beagles, they don't look anything like Snoopy, but I'm pretty sure he's a beagle. Yeah, well, speaking of RFK, who's such a creep, oh my gosh. Has anybody has anybody else noticed that they still have not released the Epstein files? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, I was looking for a certain article. Imagine, yeah. So basically, they nobody has released the Epstein files, but they're bombing Yemen. Like that's what they're doing. They're bombing Yemen while not releasing the Epstein files. So we have that. No, what they released was things that already were publicly available. Everything that they released were things that people already knew. I wish I could. I would love to visit Ireland. I would love to go to Ireland. I would love to go to Palestine, but A, I'm really afraid of flying, and B, even if I wasn't afraid of flying, especially in this environment where planes are just falling out of the sky, but also like I don't have the money for that shit. Traveling costs money. Ain't nobody got money for that. Yes, please hit the like button. Thank you for the reminder, John. Hit the like button no matter where you're watching. And hold on. Hit the like button no matter where you're watching, and make sure to subscribe to YouTube, subscribe to Twitter, subscribe to Rumble, because we're going to be doing the last hour on Rumble. Subscribe to my Rumble and subscribe to Twitch. I prefer you watch on Twitch right now rather than fucking YouTube. I did. Wait a second. I just saw somebody commented on my Rumble live stream and said that they couldn't see an opportunity to give me a Rumble rant, which is like the equivalent of a super chat. So like in case you guys like people don't know, if you're watching on Rumble, like YouTube, you can send people money like the way you could send people money through super chats called Rumble rants, but it's the same thing. And YouTube, as many of you know, took the ability of me to receive super chats away when they permanently demonetized me for talking about Palestine because they're hacks. And they actually just did this to somebody else too. They did it to somebody else yesterday for the same terrorism thing yesterday that I saw. But somebody commented on my Rumble stream and said that they couldn't do it. What? What? Yay. Great, Dan. Um, this is crazy. Yeah. It just a super chat is just what is the equivalent? Johan, what's the equivalent on Twitch? Because you can donate on Twitch, right? Is it bits? I think on Twitch it's bits, which yeah, you can donate through. And then on YouTube, it's super chats where you can just donate money to people, like give people money, like tip them basically. And then on Rumble, it's called Rumble Rants. Anyway, the point of bringing this up is to say somebody just commented on my Rumble live stream from the other day that they said they weren't able to and that I didn't have it set up. I do have it set up. What? No, what? I do have it set up. Why? They're saying they couldn't do it. They're saying they couldn't do it. That's very upsetting. I got to fix that. That's not okay. Wouldn't be the first time I was doxxed. That's why I am on Blue Sky, but I don't really use it very much. I honestly like Twitter better. Yes, I love Ireland, based Ireland. Did you guys see that video of that really funny woman telling the Israelis to get out? A lot of people are saying it. Multiple people said that they couldn't do it. What the hell? Okay, I'm going to add this is actually really upsetting me, you guys. I'm going to add Rumble to this stream then right now and to see can you guys at least tell me if you see it? I just want to know if you guys can see it. No, I'm just going to add it to it. Is there anything and also while I do that, is there anything funny that we can watch and make fun of? Oh yeah, I dog sat for a mastiff one time. They're really cute. No, this is very upsetting. People actually telling me on my live stream that they were trying to send me money and couldn't. That's bullshit. Especially since like anybody know of anything funny that we could watch that they're not going to fucking do a copyright on? That was so rageful how they wouldn't let us watch that Jubilee video. Oh, that was so lame. I also honestly I need to make more coffee. I've only had one coffee today. Like it was like a 20-ounce coffee, but still. But it's like literally not even close. Oh, actually, I do want to watch this clip again of Glenn Greenwald on Fox. No, I'm also really getting enraged by continuing to see Andrew Cuomo. So no. Okay, look at this hack. Hold on.
Was there any? Is there any evidence of a link to terrorism, or is it just his point of view?
Yeah, they take over. I mean, do you not? I mean, you should watch the news. These guys take over entire buildings.
We
they
covered
vandalize colleges.
Intensely.
They shut down
I'm
colleges.
asking about the specific justification for the revocation of his visa. Was there any evidence of material support for terrorism?
It's not a visa, it's a green card, which are two different things, and she should understand that.
Negotiating on behalf of people that took over a campus, that vandalize buildings, negotiating over what? That's a crime in and of itself, that they're involved in being a negotiator, the spokesperson, this, that, the other. We don't want it. We don't need these people in our country. We never should have allowed them in the first place. If he had told us, I'm going over there and I'm going over there to become the spokesperson and one of the leaders of a movement
that's literally, I like how he's basically saying a whole bunch of fucking nothing to say, no, we don't. Oh, I hope that this guy sues the fuck out of Columbia. Seriously. Again, if anybody sees this and are thinking about going to Columbia, studying at Columbia, please don't. Don't go there. Don't send your kid there. Don't donate there. Nothing. Garbage university. Totally threw this guy under the bus. But I love how little Marco is basically just like dancing around it because there is no evidence. She's like, is there evidence he's actually linked to a terrorist group? And he's like, whatcha, buildings, kids in a building, protest, a kafia. Yeah, no, that was a whole lot of nothing to say, no, you don't have any evidence. You know what's also pissing me off about this is that, like, I feel like I'm drowning in right-wing media. I really am. I'm just drowning in right-wing media. Drowning in right-wing media. There is no fucking left media. Did you guys see that chart? That chart was stressing me out. The chart of how all media is basically fucking right-wing. Like, all the media is right-wing. And Twitter is, like, so right-wing. It's all right-wing. It's like you're drowning. I feel overwhelmed. And actually, I'm amazed at how the pro-Palestine movement has continued to grow, considering that we are all drowning in right-wing media. Like, the one thing that gives me hope is that it's like, wow, even with all that right-wing media, you still have people that are pro-Palestine, even though we're all drowning in it. And that's why, of course, they wanted to get rid of TikTok. That's why they wanted to get rid of TikTok. The only reason why they wanted to get rid of TikTok is because people were talking about Palestine. But honestly, it's overwhelming just how drowning you are, and everyone is, in just right-wing media. Everything is so fucking right-wing. It's crazy. Okay, hold on. I'm going to add this to... I guess I can only do 3 streams at a time. So I guess I'll remove Twitter, because I might do a Twitter Spaces later. There we go. All right. So basically what I did is I just removed Twitter and added Rumble. So anyway, we'll do the Rumble thing in a second because I need your guys' help. But let's finish watching this bullshit first.
It's going to turn one of your allegedly elite colleges upside down. People can't even go to school. Library buildings being vandalized. We never would have let them in. We never would have let them in to begin with. And now that he's doing it and he's here, he's going to leave, and so are others, and we're going to keep doing it.
Is there any evidence of a link?
It's amazing. Like, it just that was a whole oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. All right, so I wanted to show you. This is so fucking embarrassing. I hope he sues them. I really do. Does he have like a crowdfunding thing? Yeah, good. And I think he raised like way even past. Yeah, Zicey. I think he actually surpassed the fundraising goal that he had. I hope he uses some of that money to sue the shit out of them. I hope he sues the US government too. All right. It's saying, hold on, let me just make sure that I'm live. Okay. Is there anybody? Wait a second. Can somebody go watch on Rumble and tell me if you can see? I need your help, everybody. I would rather, if somebody's going to do this, to go from YouTube and not from Twitch, because I want those of you who are on Twitch to stay on Twitch. I need to get my numbers up on Twitch. So if you're on Twitch, okay, but if somebody could go to Rumble and help, I need to figure out if, thank you. Can you guys see? Hold on, let me share my screen. All right, thank you. Can you see if there is an option to send a Rumble rant on your screen? Because somebody wrote to me on my stream the other day. Two people wrote this. Welcome to Rumble. Set up Rumble rant so we can send money. I thought I did have it set up. And then this other person wrote, I don't see a place to send money through that, but it could just me being tech challenged. Can you see, when you say you can you see the option for Rumble rants though? Is it there? Because what you should be able to see is this. See where I'm circling? No, if you guys go to the live chat, I don't know how to move this out. Wait. No! Okay, yeah. Do you guys see what you should see where I'm circling right here? There should be two little thing, or three, I guess. One that says subscribe, one that has a little gift box, and then a little green dollar sign. I just went to Rumble. It's there. It's there. Okay, so you are seeing it. That's so weird because other people are saying that they don't see it. Oh, thanks, Saker Papa. Thanks for the $1. Okay, good. So it worked. It worked. Thank you. You know what they might mean after? Oh, can you guys like the stream also on Rumble? Because I'm really new on Rumble. I'm still new on Rumble, so it helps if you guys like the stream. Yeah, I just thought of that, Unums. It's very possible that they watched the live stream maybe after, and that's why they didn't see it. Because you know how, oh, you do see it. Okay, good. You know how, on YouTube, after a live is done, you can go to it and hit like super thanks. So it's like a super chat, but it's basically like tipping after the live is over. I think you might be right, Unums, that maybe they were watching it after the live was already over and they wanted to send like a super chat, but like a super thanks, like a Rumble thanks. And it didn't, and they didn't know where to find it. Which I suppose bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't know if you can. Thank you, Saker or Soccer. I don't know if I'm saying your name wrong. Yeah, let me see if I can find super thanks when you were not live. That would be awesome because I don't see it. I don't see it, but I think that you're right. I think you're right about that. Rumble is tied to an account I don't use anymore, so I change it in Google. That's so crazy. All right, well, if those of you who are on Rumble right now, please like the stream. Like the stream. Oh, there we go. 5. Thank you. I don't know what I just did. My jaw is hurting today too because my dog, I guess when I was sleeping last night, I spit out my mouth guard. I have like one of those cheap mouth guards you could just get online at like Temu or some shit. And I guess I spit it out and my dog got to it when I was sleeping. Thank you, Johan. Shit, I lost my train of thought because I got distracted. Yay! Thank you, Dan Vital, for telling me that and letting me know. Let me check. Yes, because I am new to Rumble, so liking the stream definitely helps as I'm trying to make my channel bigger, as I'm trying to grow. Where's my stream? It says cur like the wait, say cur. Okay. I don't know what Saker Falcon is. Good idea. Custom. I want custom emojis for my dogs, you guys. You know what's really weird? What's really weird is that the hello, yes, we're welcoming people to Rumble. What's really strange is that when I go to Rumble or any of my other lives, it flips my camera. That's so strange. When I go to my Rumble and I am watching it, if I go to like check it, it flips my camera. That's so crazy. Okay, were we gonna watch something else? Now I'm forgetting. Now I'm forgetting what else we're gonna watch. Hey, Crimson. I like seeing you on Twitch better. Because fucking... Oh, that's where I wanted to show you guys. The guy that they demonetized yesterday. I'm forgetting his name now, though. I still haven't been able to figure out how to make it work. I still have not been able to figure out how to get it to go off when somebody like subs or follows. Wait, what do you mean? No, what's weird is that my TikToks, the way that I record them is usually the way that they come out. What I think is so weird about however this live streaming thing works is that what I can see, like I can see myself in the camera, but what I can see is flipped when I go to Rumble. The camera is flipped. I really hope that Mahmoud Khalil like sues all of them. I know it's been a minute. I've been dealing with a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Great appearance on Due Dissidence. Thank you. I'm sorry to hear that you're going through that. That sucks. Yeah, but you know what's strange about that? How you said, I guess one is sent to mirror or whatever. What's weird about that, though, is that I'm only recording from one camera through StreamYard. So it should mirror whatever I have it set for on StreamYard. That's what I think is strange about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm saying that, like, because I use a streaming software, because I use StreamYard, the camera, whether it's flipped or mirrored or whatever you want to call it, it should be the same on every place I stream because I'm using a streaming software. No? Hello. Hello. Please like the stream from wherever you're watching it. And if you're watching on Rumble, let me know if you can see the Rumble rant option. Yeah, I still have not figured out how to make the there is a least thing. It's very annoying. It's very annoying. Oh, that's why I wanted to watch that Glenn Greenwald thing. I see you. Nice. Okay, cool. And hello. Thank you. So it does. So what you're saying is you don't see an option after a stream is over to leave the equivalent of a super thanks on Rumble. Because I think. Oh, that's kind. That's very sweet, Anams. Thank you. Okay, which is so weird. Because I think that you're right that that's what the commenters meant. I think the commenters meant they watched it later. I do love the emojis, like the little emoticons that they have on Twitch. They're really cute. I think that the emojis on YouTube are super lame. But anyway, let's watch this. Thank you, Unums, for checking. Thank you guys all for checking. I would rather have people be watching on Rumble and Twitch, because those are the platforms that I'm trying to build up as I fight with YouTube, which I am going to continue to fight with them, okay? Okay, I'm not giving up on that. I'm actually kind of waiting for, I reached out to a bunch of lawyers. I reached out to 5 lawyers that I'm waiting to hear back from in the hopes that maybe they'll represent me in a lawsuit. Pro bono, of course, because ain't nobody got money for that. All right, let's make some coffee. I need to make some more coffee, friends. It's like I'm not awake. My sleep schedule's fucked.
Involved in the protests at Columbia.
I already watched this and it's really great. It's a great clip. His answer for everything is great. And I want everyone to understand that this is the only position. Okay. The only position that anybody should be taking is defending Mahmoud Khalil 100%. And any of these right wingers that are cheering his deportation or cheering Marco Rubio being like, she's like, did he actually commit a crime? Well, no, but he's an Arab, so we want to kick him out. And he's not pro. He's against the genocide of the Palestinians. So that's why we need to kick him out. Yeah, anybody defending that position is a clown and doesn't believe in our First Amendment. Like if you are like Marco Rubio, okay, or any right-winger that is in there defending the administration violating this guy's civil liberties and violating his First Amendment rights, you're a clown, you're full of shit, you don't understand our Constitution, you hate our First Amendment, like, period. The First Amendment applies to everybody on American soil, fool. I love when people call other people clowns as they be clown themselves. You don't get to call other people clowns as you be clown yourself, clown. No, you know what's actually amazing? What's amazing is that Chuck Schumer not only has not defended this guy, like he put out some mealy-mouthed bullshit statement that was like, although I abhor what he thinks, and 8 paragraphs down, it's like, well, yeah, it's an assault on the First Amendment, you know, whatever, like 8 paragraphs down. No, after he sold out, right, helped sell out everybody to the Republicans in their new insane budget, he's going to be going on a tour for his shitty book. His book about anti-Semitism, of course. ICE didn't know that he just, yes, I saw that when they were arresting him, they thought that he had a visa. And then they were like, he has a green card holder. And they're like, I don't know, take it up with the White House. No postcard. You're a moron. You are a moron. That's not how it works. Non-citizens, if they are green card holders and yes, visa holders, are protected by the First Amendment. Get offline and go buy a constitution. Go look at the Bill of Rights. Go look at the Federalist Papers. Maybe you don't know how to read, okay? Maybe you don't know how to read. But that's not my problem if you don't know how our First Amendment works. It's always the people that are professionally wrong that have the most tude. It's always the professionally wrong people that have the most attitude. It's amazing. Seriously? He said that? Lol. Dude, first of all, fuck him. Fuck him. Brooklyn is a very diverse place. And also, so it's not synonymous for Jewish. It's a very diverse place with a lot of different types of people that live in Brooklyn. That's number one. Number two, a lot of anti-Zionist Jews live in Brooklyn. So somebody should tell Chuck Schumer that. How embarrassing. You passed the bar. You shouldn't be telling people that. You shouldn't be telling people that. How embarrassing. You passed the bar and you don't know this. I'm embarrassed for you. I feel bad for your clients. Tell me your real name, please, and what law firm you work at so I can warn everybody never to go there. I would not be bragging about how you passed the bar, bro, when you don't know how the law works. You guys, this is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. This person is bragging about being an attorney and they passed the bar, but they don't know how our Constitution works. They don't know how our laws work, our freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly. They don't know that all that speech is protected under the Constitution, whether you're a citizen or not. If you're here, and especially if you're also if you're a green card holder, this person. I passed the bar. How about that? Pass the bar. How about that? How embarrassing. How embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for you. I'm embarrassed for you. This is so embarrassing. You know, when I have third-hand embarrassment right now. I have fourth-hand embarrassment right now for you. I would not be bragging about how you passed the bar, Playboy. I would not be bragging about how you passed the bar when you don't understand how our laws work. Please tell me what your law firm is named and what your real name is so I can warn everybody never to go to you because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. How embarrassing. I honestly don't like when people embarrass themselves this thoroughly because it makes me uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable. Anyway, let's actually hear from somebody who does know what they're talking about on this. Let's watch this clip of Glenn Greenwald talking to Fox News, who actually does know what he's talking about here. And Glenn Greenwald used to be a lawyer. Like now he's obviously a commentator and a journalist, but he used to be, he was like a First Amendment lawyer.
There is a growing media debate over a pro-Hamas agitator named Mahmoud Khalil, who was deeply involved in the protests at Columbia University last academic year, and now is in the custody of ICE agents and slated for deportation.
A pro-Hamas agitator, Lamau.
Demonstrators supporting Khalil stormed the lobby of Trump Tower in New York, and now Khalil is suing Columbia.
Good.
He has a green card. But Marco Rubio says that doesn't matter under the law. The Secretary of State is revoking it. Here's how
it actually does matter, actually, under the law. So I'm not surprised that Marco Rubio, who was a total idiot and a total clown and a Christian Zionist psychopath, that was originally Sheldon Adelson's pick for president in 2015. So yeah, I'm not surprised that he is saying that he doesn't care what this guy's rights are. A constitutional lawyer, thank you. I passed the bar, lol. All right, I'm going to make some coffee. There's been too much idiocy today and not enough coffee.
How he sees it.
Hi, I'm trying to get into the United States on a student visa. I am a big supporter of Hamas, a murderous, barbaric group that kidnapped.
That's a joke. Can somebody show me how to make this a sound drop? Please? That's amazing. That sounds like a joke. It sounds like a joke. Somebody show me how to make that a sound drop, please. Also, if you guys notice, they try to appeal to emotion a lot. Instead of actually looking at what the facts of the case are or the law, they want to constantly appeal to emotion. He's going to go off to go, oh, I know, I want it as a ringtone too. Yeah. Okay. But if you notice, they always do it as an appeal to your emotions. Instead of just saying like, this guy supports Palestine and he opposes the genocide in Gaza, he turns around and goes, this is what he says. To, again, appeal to emotion. He starts making up shit and being like, oh, accusing him of shit. Oh, saying like he's a pro-Hamas supporter, terrorist organization that kills people, that this and that. And he just goes on this rant to try to appeal to people's emotions instead of the facts of the case.
Kidnaps children, that rapes teenage girls, that takes hostages, that allows them to die in captivity, that returns more bodies than live hostages. And by the way, I intend to come to your country as a student and rile up all kinds of anti-Jewish student, anti-Semitic.
He's just making all this up. This is all made up. But again, it's all meant to appeal to emotion and not logic or facts or the law. Because the question is, did he break the law? Did he break the law? Did he break the law? And he's like, hi, I'm intending to come into your college in your country, and it's Hamas, and they kidnap babies and bring them back, and teenage girls. And shut up. That wasn't the question. The question was, did he break the law? Did he break the law? And then harass Jewish students. You just made that up. He wasn't harassing Jewish students. He's a pro-Palestine, pro-free Palestine protester protesting against the genocide in Gaza. That's it. Everything else he's just making up. Literally. Everything else he's just making up.
Activities.
Mahmoud Khalil was someone who was involved in the protest. He was involved in organizing the protest. These college campus protests where Jewish students were harassed, where Jewish students did not feel safe on campus.
Oh, you didn't feel safe on campus? I thought, what happened to, you don't have a right to safety, snowflake. First of all, once again, let me be super fucking clear about this. No one was harassing Jewish students. They're making that up. Nobody was harassing Jewish students. They are literally making that up. But also, I like how all of a sudden they're pro-safe space. It's all snowflake. Oh, you were making people feel unsafe. Do you need a safe space, snowflake? What happened? What happened to we don't like safe spaces? What happened to that? Also, once again, the reason why they have to lie is because they know that people won't side with them if they tell the truth. If they tell the truth and say this guy was just protesting against the genocide in Gaza and for a free Palestine, then no one's going to agree with this witch hunt. No one's going to agree with what they're doing to him. You guys see what I mean? They have to lie about it because if they tell the truth, nobody's going to agree with them. So Marco Rubio has to get on there and go, actually, this guy came into our country saying, dear America, I'm coming in here as a pro-Hamas agitator to harass Jewish students and defend the killing of babies and rapes of women and blah, blah, and just make up a ton of shit. They have to lie and they have to make up a ton of shit this guy never did, never said, never believed. They've got to do all of that so that you will believe their bullshit and okay what they're doing. They're trying, I guess the old way to say it without having to go into too much like description as I'm doing right now is this is them manufacturing consent. This is what we call manufacturing consent. They are getting on TV and lying and lying and lying and lying about Mahmoud Khalil, lying and lying and lying about Mahmoud Khalil some more, lying about what he believes, lying about what he said, lying about why he's here, lying about him harassing Jewish students. They're lying about all of that because they need to manufacture consent for what they're doing to Mahmoud Khalil. Because if they told the truth, everybody would oppose it. Everybody would oppose it.
The Secretary of State said, well, I think you're a risk to the foreign policy of the United States. We don't know why. He doesn't know why.
Joining us now from Rio de Janeiro, Glenn Greenwald, the Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist who hosts a nightly show on Rumble. Glenn,
Also, everything is upside down world because they're literally everything they call everybody else, okay? The U.S. government is full of terrorists, okay? The Israeli regime is full of terrorists, and yet they turn around and they call everybody else terrorists. They call student protesters terrorists. They're calling people terrorists who are boycotting and protesting Tesla. How embarrassing. People who are boycotting and protesting Tesla, and they're calling them terrorists. Literally every accusation is a confession. They are the ones terrorizing people. They're the ones engaging in terrorist activity, and then they turn around and go, you don't like Tesla? Terrorist. You don't like the genocidal Israeli regime committing a genocide in Gaza? Terrorist. Hamas. Every accusation is a confession. Okay, somebody just put a really cute emoji. Hey, that is a very cute emoji. Emoji, emoticon, whatever they're called. This is very cute too.
just toss it to you. What's the free speech issue here? Why do you believe Khalil should not be deported?
As you said, he's actually not here on a student visa in the United States. He's a green card holder, which is a path to citizenship. It's considered a permanent residence when American citizens marry foreign nationals, as Donald Trump, for example, did twice, as Khalil's wife, who's an American citizen, did as well. They get put on this path to permanent residence. And the Supreme Court has said for 200 years that green card holders, permanent residents, people in the United States legally have the protection of the Bill of Rights, which obviously includes free speech. The other issue I really want to take issue with, Hallie, is that you had said several times in the intro, as did others, that he's a pro-Hamas agitator. He's actually a graduate student at Columbia. There's no evidence at all that he's a supporter of Hamas. These protest movements at Columbia and elsewhere were filled with Jewish students. That protest movement at Trump Tower that you referenced was a group of Jewish students who opposed the Israeli war in Gaza. There is no evidence that he is anti-Semitic, that he supports Hamas, that he's in favor of violence. There obviously are some people who are part of that protest who do and others who don't. But the important thing here is he's been in the United States. He's never even been arrested, let alone charged with and convicted of a crime. And if we're going to deport green card holders, I think that should be the standard.
Well, let me just mention a couple of things. He, during the unpleasantness of last year, was shouting "Free Palestine." He also says, "We have tried armed resistance, which is legitimate under international law." So obviously
First of all, nothing he said there was incorrect. Nothing he said there was incorrect. Everything he said was correct. Nothing he said there was a lie. Nothing he said was incorrect. Nothing he said was against the law. But also, that just gives the game away right there, that they're like, oh, he said free Palestine. That's what you guys had a problem with. He said free Palestine. He said free Palestine. He wants Palestine to be free. He wants the genocide against the Palestinians to stop. That's what they oppose. All of this, it's anti-Semitism. It's making Jewish students uncomfortable. It's breaking the law. It's Hamas. All of it is a distraction from the fact of what they really oppose. And what they really oppose is free Palestine. That's what they really oppose. That's what this is really about. So yeah, keep that in mind.
Jewish students were harassed. You can say it's his fault, it's not his fault. But most of the coverage of him has been negative because of what happened on October 7th. And obviously Hamas, which runs.
No, the coverage has been negative because right-wing media controls all of media and the narrative. And right or left liberal media are all Zionists and Zionist controlled. That's why. Okay.
Gaza is dedicated to openly dedicated to wiping Israel off the map.
Can you update your talking?
There are huge numbers of people who oppose the Biden administration's financing and arming of the Israeli war in Gaza, or who oppose the Israeli war in Gaza itself, who are not Hamas supporters. So much of this is being done by guilt by association. At January 6th, and I've been a long time advocate of the idea that liberals and Democrats wildly exaggerated it. It wasn't an insurrection in my view. It was a riot, but there were members of Trump supporters who violently beat cops up, who used violence in order to occupy those buildings. I would never say that means that anyone who's a Trump supporter or even anybody who was at that protest is guilty of the worst acts of others who are at that protest. Khalil, according to the Wall Street Journal this morning, was chosen as a mediator between the two sides.
The Chiron battle over pro-Hamas protester Lamau.
It's because he was trusted by every group. He protected Jewish students. He denounced anti-Semitism. He attended Sabbath dinners that were held in the encampment. So I think we have to be careful to focus on the individual and not just sweeping generalizations about what we think Arabs are, or Muslims are, or protesters are.
Exactly. Not only that, but I think it's good to remind people, especially when it comes to the right wing and this whole fake pretend MAGA's somehow different than old school Republicans. They're really not. It's just branding, because the Republicans traditionally have always hated protesters. They've always hated protesters. And there's been this effort to rebrand neocon conservatism as this new MAGA. But at the end of the day, it really is just the same old conservatism with a MAGA hat and a new hat, because they hate protesters. They hate protesters, just like all right-wingers before them. They hate protesters. They only don't oppose it when it's them. So yeah, they defended the January 6th rioters because it was them. But they hate protests in general. They want to make protests illegal. This is a long, long, long tradition of conservatism in this country, that they always hated protest and they love to try to criminalize it. The only reason why they haven't been able to criminalize it is because of the First Amendment. But they hate it. So don't forget that. And yes, repetition is important, and that is how they get away with so much. That's how they're able to lie about so much, is through repetition. It's why I repeat things a lot, even though I know that a lot of you guys who are watching this and who are in my community, you guys already know this, but I repeat it over and over and over again because it is repetition is important, especially if you're trying to get a point across. And if they can lie with repetition and get somewhere, then I think we should be able to tell the truth with repetition and get somewhere. Repeat, repeat, repeat. But in our case, we're repeating the truth to get somewhere. Yes, they were defending running over BLM protesters, and they made laws after the Black Lives Matter protests to criminalize protests. I think they did actually pass that bill in Florida. So yeah, I've always done this. This is their thing. I know, right? Totally. All he does is work for the Israeli regime. It's so true. System is being pressure tested. Yes, all the protesters, as Glenn pointed out, that went to Trump Tower the other day were from Jewish Voices for Peace. But they still called him anti-Semitic. That's how you know how full of shit they are. Glenn Greenwald is Jewish also. That's how you know how full of shit they are. How full of shit they are. They're literally calling the Jewish protesters anti-Semitic. Fuck out of here. By the way, if you are not already a monthly supporter on Ko-Fi or Ko-fi, I don't know how you say it, or Patreon, you can become a patron, a monthly patron, or a monthly supporting member. I think you can also do it on Rumble, but I prefer it on Patreon or Ko-fi because I can keep it together. And you can also tip me on or donate to my Venmo or Cash App. Thank you, everyone. who is a member. I love my Ko-fi and Patreon members. You guys are the reason why I can do this. And thank you to everybody also who has tipped on Venmo. You guys are also the reason why I can do this.
Right. Of course.
Right, but like not
he attended Sabbath dinners that were held in the encampment. So I think we have to be careful to focus on the individual and not just sweeping generalizations about what we think Arabs are, or Muslims are, or protesters are.
Right. Of course, he hasn't committed any crime. He's not charged with any crime, but that's not the standard here. They're using old laws. But let me ask you this. Do we have a situation
that's the problem.
Where if someone who you oppose politically, you say, sure, kick him out. And if it's somebody on your side politically, that was some sound, I guess, from demonstration, you say, this is an outrage. This person should be left alone.
Well, I think this is the important context is the Trump administration is filled with people who are very extreme.
Yes, sorry, that I forgot to mention that too. You're right. This is a even more recent example. That is true, but something I actually forgot to mention is not just the BLM protests. They're freaking out over liberals who are just protesting Tesla and they want to charge them with terrorism. Like, that's how much the right wing actually hates the First Amendment and hates protesters. They want to criminalize like liberal wine moms who are protesting Tesla.
I guess from demonstration, you say, this is an outrage. This person should be left alone.
Well, I think this is the important context is the Trump administration is filled with people who are very extreme supporters of Israel.
Bingo.
They vowed during the campaign to punish people who are protesting Israel. Free speech, which the Trump movement has been saying they believe in so fervently, only really matters if you stand up for the rights of those who disagree with you, who express the views that you most hate. And I think the obvious context is opposition to Israel is something that offends a lot of people inside the Trump administration. And that's, of course, part of the motive here.
Exactly.
I realize now it's not sound from the demonstration. It's your dog, which is fine because you obviously have other responsibilities. So Khalil just sued Columbia on privacy grounds. And the Trump administration, as you undoubtedly know, has pulled $400 million from Columbia University and now says, well, that might be restored. And by the way, they say they're going to try to deport other people in Khalil's situation. It might be restored if the...
I just want you guys to imagine also, since we're talking about the GOP's pathetic hypocrisy on everything having to do with speech, imagine a Democrat did that to a university. Just imagine. They pulled the funding from a university because they like let a right-winger protest there. Oh.
The university, where I went to journalism school, takes such steps as formalizing the definition of anti-Semitism and banning masks intended for concealment. Does that trouble you?
It troubles me a huge amount. That letter is incredibly chilling. And I think that's the key point is this goes way beyond the Khalil case. The Trump administration is telling Columbia that they have to take their Middle East Studies program. This is a private Ivy League university and put it into a receivership and report to the government on what they're teaching. Insane. They have to adopt this definition of anti-Semitism that's extremely controversial. It includes all sorts of common criticism of Israel that would then become...
Exactly. So basically they're criticizing the Israeli regime. They're criticizing the Israeli regime. Imagine if a Democrat had come into office and said, we're going to pull your funding unless you don't teach a course on the toxicity of white supremacy. And we need to create all these special things for Black students that you make feel unsafe. Like, just imagine the right-wing reaction to that if that happened.
Against the rules that Columbia to express. Since when does the federal government have the power to run private universities to tell them what they can and can't teach? This is a huge violation and a threat to academic freedom, which is crucial to allow at colleges. The idea that we allow...
Yeah, where are all the academic freedom grifters? Where's Brett Weinstein? Where's Rave Dubin? Where's Jordan Peterson and Barry Weiss and Batya Ungar Sargon and all those hacks? Free speech on campus. Where are you?
All free discourse, all
Ben
taboos
Shapiro. How
to be
could I forget
questioned.
about
The
Ben
Trump
Shapiro?
administration is threatening that in the name of protecting Israel from criticism.
You know,
It is crucial to allow at colleges the idea that we allow all free discourse, all taboos to be questioned. And the Trump administration is threatening that in the name of protecting Israel from criticism.
Facts.
you know, in the encampment last year when they took over the campus, and then when students, and Khalil was not said to be involved in this at all, took over Hamilton Hall in a
Leo was not involved in what happened at Hamilton Hall when they took it over and renamed it Hins Hall. He was not. So Marco Rubio, remember, Marco Rubio said that. He said, "Oh yeah, this is because of what happened at Hamilton Hall." Really? Because Khalil was not involved in that. So you're just, again, going back to what I was saying about Marco Rubio, you're just making shit up. You're just making shit up. Are getting auto deleted? Well, YouTube sucks. So you should probably watch if you want to watch on something else.
violent act, and you know the backlash was so great that Colombia's president had to resign. I find that pretty indefensible. On the other hand,
yeah, it wasn't. She didn't have to resign because of actual like organic backlash. It was because billionaire donors were like, "We're not going to give you any money unless you get rid of her," and she was weak sauce anyway. Also, fuck Colombia. Thank you, Unums. Yes, thank you.
You say it's true. Khalil was a negotiator and he tried to be a go-between. But at the same time, you heard what Marco Rubio said, that, you know, he has the power to do this. I think this is not so much a legal question as a moral question. I've got about a minute here.
Well, it's definitely a legal question, Howie, because it's the question of whether the Constitution permits the Secretary of State to just expel green card holders who are here on permanent resident status. Imagine if Joe Biden had said, "I'm expelling all visa holders and all green card holders who criticize my administration, including people like Jordan Peterson, who's here on some sort of visa. He's not an American citizen. He frequently criticized the Biden administration." Nobody would have trouble understanding that that was unconstitutional, that kind of discretion from the Biden administration would have constitutional problems. And the courts are going to determine whether Marco Rubio has that power to just zap people out of the United States because their views that they express he regards as antithetical to American foreign policy.
Exactly.
All right. I knew you had strong feelings on this. And stick around after the break. The Justice Department official who says she was fired.
I mean, what else can you say? They're insane hacks. Insane hacks. So full of shit. Doesn't believe anything they say. Free speech. Shut the fuck up. You don't believe any of that, ho. That was crazy. Oh, yeah, that's why YouTube is out of control. It's out of control. I want them to be investigated. I hope they do. I hope they get investigated. If you haven't already filled out an FTC complaint about them, you should. They're taking comment right now, public comment. The FTC is taking public comment about big tech censorship right now. It doesn't take that long. Like, a lot of people complain about big tech censorship, but it really doesn't take that long to go file a complaint or to leave a public comment on the FTC's website about the investigations into big tech, and YouTube definitely needs to be investigated. Yeah, that was really good. Oh my gosh, he's such a hack. It's a joke. Yeah. This group is like a terrorist organization, Bitar, and yet for somehow reason they're still allowed to be registered as a 501c3 in New York. That Bitar group, it literally is sending death threats to Francesca Alba, and they're allowed to be registered as a 501c3 in New York. I wish sometimes that people who had the energy, I wish some of the people that had the energy to like harass random people on TikTok would use their energy to like file complaints and hold these terrorist organizations like Bitar accountable. Follower girl met. What does that mean? What does it mean? Let's go. What does it mean? Guys, I have meant to go on Twitch and just watch like a bunch of tutorials on how to like understand it more, but I haven't had time because I am constantly working. I'm either live or I am working making content, editing content, posting content, because obviously you guys know I don't just live stream. I post like a ton of like just regular, you know, content, a lot of videos. Takes me a long time to do the research on them, record them, edit them, upload them, post them. And I'm doing that constantly. So it's like, I have meant to go and just like watch a bunch of tutorials on how to understand the ins and outs of Twitch. And I just haven't had time. Ask you anything about Twitch? Yeah. Okay. Here's my first one. Yes, they are. They are on the ADL's extremist list, which is saying a lot. Yeah, okay, so first question I have is why haven't I been able to successfully make a custom sound? I tried to do the there is a least sound. But it won't let me. I wanted to make it so that every time somebody either subscribed or even just followed the channel, they would get that notification that there is a least, and it's not letting me. Like the alerts, I can't get the alert to work. Maybe you can help me fix that. I tried setting it up. And I'm not using Streamlabs. I use StreamYard. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. And Nancy Mace is running around taking pictures of herself while she like harasses trans people and goes to the Israeli regime to take photos. Even though her state was one of the states that got really badly hit. Play the Noah Samson video. Can you put it in the chat to Twitch? For whatever reason, I don't know the answer to. StreamYard, which is the streaming software that I use, doesn't allow me to click on links in YouTube or in Rumble or on Twitter, only through Twitch for some reason. Yeah, I tried to do that already. I tried doing this already. It didn't work. Yeah, the anti-war folks over on the right, like Batya Angar Sargon, none of them seem to have a problem with the fact that Trump is threatening to invade Panama and Canada and Mexico and all the other places he's been threatening, and that he's now bombing Yemen. They're all fine with that. He's not registered in New York, investigated that and stated it on his Twitter page. Shit, I can't. It's annoying. I can't get the link. I'll have to look into it later. But I will look into it, what you shared, because it's not letting me click the link, unless I guess I could. Okay, I saved it. Thank you. I'll look into this in a minute. But I feel like there was something else I was going to watch. Somebody told me gave me a link to something. Someone said, wait, bruh. If you are not already subscribed on all my channels, make sure that you subscribe. Oh, yeah, I got it. But no. Oh, was that the thing somebody was asking me to watch? Somebody earlier in chat put something in there and said, would you watch this? No. Was that... Okay, I thought that there was something else. Was there something else? LOL. Oh my gosh, Lindsey Graham is so embarrassing. Seriously, this is amazing. They're so full of shit. This is such a perfect tweet. It's such a perfect tweet to really just sum up the fact that none of these people have any ideology. It really is. It's a perfect tweet to just sum up that they don't have any ideology. Because, guys, this guy, when Biden was bombing the Houthis, said, why isn't Biden focusing on Yemen? And then here he's like, America's finally being defended again. So basically, when it's Biden, you guys are anti-war. And then when it's Trump, you're like, America's finally being defended again. No, guys. This is why I can't take the people like Jank recently doing this pivot and trying to convince us that MAGA are actually anti-war. Okay, I told you guys that I was actually on his show and he did draw me, and I keep meaning, thank you for reminding me, I'm going to make a note of this. I keep meaning to reach out to him and ask him to give me the photo he drew of me. He was drawing a photo of me when I was on his show. Yeah, but guys, I really want to let it sink in. Hold on, let me make a note of that. Sorry, just a sec. Oh, you guys always be reminding me of shit that I'm forgetting. Okay. Hold the phone. Yeah, we can watch that video, by the way, of that guy. Okay, hold on. Contact, letter hack, about. What kind of merch would you want, Donald? Like if I asked him, because wasn't he the one that did the really funny Silly and Billy shirts? But if I were to ask him to make me some merch, what would you want? Okay, but anyway, back to the really quick, the thing about how full of shit they are. A coffee mug, of course. I meant like what kind of picture? Wait, he is in the chat? Where? He's in the chat. Where? I don't see him. Letter hack, are you in chat? They would never let me, Gregory. They would never let me. That's why I got to stand on the sidelines and just commentate from the sidelines. They would never allow me to do such a thing. Especially New York politics is incredibly corrupt. That's why I got to scream about how you guys cannot, if you live in New York, we cannot let Andrew Cuomo get back in office, guys. Is he in chat? I haven't seen him. There you are. No, you are not blocked. Okay. We were just talking about you because I could have sworn, because somebody was talking about how you were really good at drawing and how if you designed merch for me, they would buy it. And I was saying that they reminded me that you were drawing a photo of me when I was on your show, and I never saw the end result of it. But I'm asking them what they want, because if you were willing, of course, I would definitely hire you to make some merch. Don was saying he wants a mug. Exactly. So yes, letter hack, if you tell me what your rate is, we'll crowdfund and hire you for some merch. What would you guys want though? Like what drawings would you want? No, I am blankets. Yes. I am blankets. Yes, and actually that's really funny because nobody will know what the fuck you're talking about. Like if somebody actually made it that said I am blankets instead of I am Blakely, no one would know what the fuck it was, which makes it even funnier. That would be really funny. Okay, hold on. I got to save this tweet because this tweet is literally everything about the right wing. But again, this is why it drives me fucking crazy when I see people on the left or liberals or anybody trying to give the right wing the benefit of the doubt and try to convince you that MAGA is anti-war. No, they're not. No, they are not. They are whatever Trump is. It's a cult. So they're whatever he is. They will move their positions depending on what he says. So when Biden is in office and is bombing Yemen, they're anti-war. When Trump is in office and bombing Yemen, it's patriotism and defending the homeland again. No. Oh, he's going to invade Greenland and invade Panama and invade fucking Canada? Oh, that's just making America great again and patriotism again. Oh, he's bombing Yemen? That's putting the homeland first. So I need Jank and everybody else who keeps trying to make this happen, saying that MAGA's anti-war, to stop. I need you guys to stop doing that. Thank you. If Letterhack has written anything else, I haven't seen it. So maybe he is blocked. Because I saw the comment where he wrote, "Am I blocked?" But I haven't seen any other comments from him in this stream. Yes. This one, Don. Wait. Yes. Yes. Yeah, 100%. They're full of shit is the point. And I'm tired of, like, I just want people who call themselves people on the left to stop saying it, because I know that the Republicans don't care that they're hypocrites. Like, no one's going to be like, "Oh, wow, you guys are such hypocrites." I'm in lurk mode. All right, well, as long as you're still here and you heard everything we were talking about the shirts, because this needs to happen. The blankets, my community of blankets are demanding it, are demanding merch. The people have spoken. Merch designs for streamers are always best when it's some sort of inside joke. Actually, that's a good point. That's a good point. Which is why it's great that Donald had those lines and ideas, because people aren't going to know what the fuck he's talking about. If it just says Thursday coffee or I am blanket, they're not going to know what the people who don't know are not going to fucking know what the fuck that means. 5 gifted subs. Yes. Thank you. Let's go. Wait, what is this? Hype train. Let's fucking go. What does this mean? Hype train, it's a 77% level 2. Can somebody tell me, somebody on Twitch tell me this? What this means? Ooh, it says 100%. New emojis just dropped. Look at this. Hype train. Oh, look, it's a little dino. It's a little dino. Level 2 complete. I don't know what that means, but it's saying you get a new emoji. That was so cute. I want that little dinosaur emoji. That was so cute. About to beat your last record. Yes, thank you. Yes, this. This one. I want that. Please, somebody make. Where do I find this emoji from now on? It's amazing. Yes, thank you guys. Yes, thank you guys. Amazing. Let's fucking go. That's so great. Oh my gosh, I love those emojis. I want one of those emojis to be an alert. Woo! Woo! Nope, still not monetized on YouTube yet. They're still playing fucking games. Still playing fucking games. I was telling people earlier that I am looking for a lawyer to work with me pro bono because I want to sue their asses. I want to sue their asses. Would you do a show where you would let viewers call in? Yes. Yeah, I would. How do you do that? I do. I want to do it like the way the Majority Report does. I think that's fun. I like that they have like call-ins. How do I do that anyway? Because I would totally do that. The only thing I'm concerned about is how do you do it in a way where you don't screen the calls? I wouldn't want to screen the calls because I'd want people to feel like they could just call in and talk. But how do you do it in a way where like you don't get in trouble? Like if somebody called in and said something psychotic and then I got in trouble for it. I think you can do it via Discord. I think. I don't know, but what I'm saying is how do you stop people from calling in that are going to say something like so psychotic you would like get in trouble? I just don't want to get in trouble. That is such a cute emoji. I really do love all the Twitch emojis. Does Glenn use locals for calling in? I didn't know that he had excuse me. I didn't know that he had call-ins. I don't think this would keep haters out though. Even if people had to pay to call, I don't think it would keep haters out. I think some people are such losers they would actually call just to hate. And honestly, I don't even mind the haters, okay? I'm not talking about haters. A lot of people hate me. I've got a lot of haters. What I'm worried about is somebody doing something illegal or so psychotic that it gets me in trouble for being on the call. I do call-in shows all the time. That doesn't happen, but if it did, I'd take it down. Okay. What software do you use to let people call in? How do you get a delay though? Restream. Yeah, if you guys have a suggestion on what kind of call to use, I would need one with a delay. If you guys have a suggestion for a streaming software to use to let people call in, then I'll do that. It would just need to have a delay. Yeah, but people wouldn't be calling in through people wouldn't be wait, where is it? Yeah, but people wouldn't be calling in directly through Twitch. They'd be calling in through a streaming service. So I would need to find a streaming service that allows you to have people call in, but there could be a delay in case you need it. Arm Brown. Can you put a delay on Discord? Can you put a delay on Discord? Let's try. Let's try to let someone call in. Someone want to call in? Let's try. All right. All right, how do you call in? Somebody want to call in? I see that there's a voice option. Turn on microphone. So, oops. I see that no. It's just telling me how to enable notifications, bro. I'm not talking about the notifications. I'm talking about the fucking... Wait a second. Yeah. Wait, what happened? Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, wait. Oh, you have to go to Discord, the live streaming area of Discord? Okay. Where? Oh, here we go. Is that it?
That's it. That's it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, for real? That's it? That's all you have to do?
All you have to do.
OMG. Wait, so does somebody have to be, though, in your server in order to do it, or can anybody just call?
Nah, anybody who has Discord can just join the live channel, the live stream channel, voice channel.
OMG, this is so much easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yep. So the test is working.
Yes. Success.
Yay!
Okay, cool. So maybe I'll integrate this then into my streams.
Okay. Yeah, this is just a test call. I have nothing to say except I like you, Blakely, and I'm a fan.
Thank you. Thank you, Don. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. I'm going to let you go because I'm going to get out of here. We're going to watch this video. Thank you for helping me.
Okay.
You know why I love you guys? I love you guys because you help me understand how all this shit works too. In a way that, like, if you're not... Yeah, in a way, if you're not, like, really good at, like, technology shit, which I am not. So you guys help me with all that. Some people are just good at it, and some people will be like, "Oh no, it's just that you got to talk to the young people. The young people will do it all and help you." It's like, no, that's actually not true, because I have two 15-year-old nieces who don't know how to do any of this. Like, I'll be like, "Help me do this." To my nieces, "Help me do this," and they're like, I'm like, "So you don't know?" What do you think about, I don't believe him. I don't believe him. He's full of shit. They're not going to do any of that. All they do is want to protect the Israeli regime and things they like. It's the same shit where like they'll pretend to be pro free speech and then they're literally trying to take away the First Amendment rights of Mahmoud Khalil. They're full of shit. They don't mean any of that. If they actually did it, I'd be in favor of it, but they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it at all. If there was somebody that I think we do need an internet bill of rights. I do. I think we need an internet bill of rights for sure. We need protections on the internet for our speech the same way we have protections. We need an economic bill of rights too, but that's a different conversation. But the fact of the matter is he's not going to do any of that. In the same way that people kept saying, "Will you give Trump credit if he cuts the Pentagon, if he cuts the Pentagon?" And I was like, yeah, but I know he's not going to. He's not going to do any of that, right? Remember, guys, a couple weeks ago, people kept saying to me and to everybody, "Oh, well, will you give Trump credit if he cuts the Pentagon? Will you give him credit if he cuts the Pentagon?" I was like, yeah, I'll give him credit if he cuts the Pentagon. He's not going to. He's not going to. And guess what? Guess who was right? Guess who was right? Not only did he not cut the Pentagon, they upped the budget for the Pentagon. They upped it. They made it bigger for the Pentagon. Okay? Yeah. So if there actually was a law that was codifying the protection of free speech on the internet, I would be in favor of it. Of course I would. I am all about the First Amendment and I'm all about protecting our free speech. It's that he's not going to do that. He's not going to do any of that. Just like he lied and said that he was going to cut the Pentagon. They said they're going to cut the Pentagon. Doge said that they were going to cut the Pentagon, and then they didn't. Not only did they not cut it, they gave more money to the Pentagon. But on top of that, he's cracking down on the speech rights right now of American citizens. When they say free speech, they mean free speech we like. That is exactly what is happening to Mahmoud Khalil. When they say free speech, they mean free speech we like. So far, I like Zohan. Is that how you say his name? Zohan? I think that's how you say his name. Let me see if I can find him. Zoran? Sorry if I'm butchering it, you guys. This guy. LOL. I just got booted. No, it actually was my dog. What? Do you guys think I could get him to come on the stream? Zoran? I'm sorry, Zoran. Is it Zoran? Do you guys think I could get him to come on the stream? I kind of like him so far. Yes. Yes. Help me get him on. Help me get him on. Help me get an interview with him. Guys, yes. But here's the thing. I love that New York has ranked choice voting. But we need to make sure that in New York, Andrew Cuomo's like not anybody's second or third choice. Oh, thank you, Emily. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Yes, you can become a subscriber on Twitch using like your already existing Amazon account, so you don't have to pay any extra for it. Thank you so much, Emily. I haven't seen you in a minute on here on the live stream. Hello. Well, he should if he's actually interested in getting any of our votes. But I would like to talk to him in general because I really want to talk. You know what I would like to ask him? I would like to ask him if I can get him to come talk to me, which he should. What is it that you're going to do to make sure that people understand who exactly Andrew Cuomo is and why they need to oppose him? It's not just enough to tell people that you're going to be the best for New York. You need to make sure that Andrew Cuomo doesn't win. I'm so not in the mood for this. I'm not in the mood for Andrew Cuomo reruns. And if he's going to he can't just run like a little like good guy campaign of like, I love everybody and I'm going to make sure all New Yorkers have housing or whatever. Like, that's not enough. You need to let people know who he is. You know, it's so annoying. It only notifies for the YouTube live so far. So it doesn't notify you when I go live on Twitch. You know what's so annoying? Is that I bet it didn't work. Emily, when you became a subscriber, it didn't probably give you the notification that there is a list, which it should have. I tried to alert, when I'm trying to make it so that when people subscribe, the alert of there is a list comes up. But it's not. Why did that sound so familiar? Mahmoud Mandami. Why does that sound so familiar? Wait. He wasn't the one that got stabbed, was he? Wasn't there an author that got stabbed? That's not him, right? Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Rushdie. Salman Rushdie. That is the guy that got stabbed. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Thank you. I appreciate that, V. Bush. Yeah, no, thank you for correcting me. You're right. It was Salman Rushdie. Anyway, I would like to talk to him. Yeah. No. I was thinking of Salman Rushdie. Guys, if you can tag him, Zohan, and tell him to come on my show. Oh, Zoran. Sorry. Zoran. Yes. Always. Yes.
In this room, there is a list. This list, in Arabic, this list says we are in an operation.
Says?
The operation against Israel started in the 7th of October. This is a Guardian list where every terrorist writes his name and every terrorist has his own shift. Guarding this room. In this room, there is a list.
Oh man, it's so good. I want it. I want like why isn't it letting me make it? I wonder, is it because of the fact that I use StreamYard? That's what I'm trying to do, but I don't know if it's because I use StreamYard that's why it's not working. I don't know. Yeah. Guys, I have too many. Speaking of lists, there is a list. I've got too many lists that I have not actually finished addressing. Okay. Good night, Johan. Thanks for joining. Shout out to Johan. He's one of our mods. I don't use Streamlabs because it's too complicated. I kind of want a latte. I kind of want a latte. Yeah, it really did. I can't believe we're already at 2 hours. Which means, you know what that means? That means that we're going over to Rumble. Although I am very, very happy. I'm so glad. I love and appreciate so much you guys for helping me make Twitch affiliate and the hype train. Twitch affiliate, the hype train, amazing. Thank you guys so much. Okay, if you guys can, tweet at Zoran. Zoran, I think is his name. Yeah. My cousin's wedding is next Saturday. I can't believe how time flies. Thank you, Gregory. I appreciate that. And you know what I just thought of, you guys? Yes. First of all, shout out to everybody who helped get the hype train on Twitch. Thank you so much. You found me a producer? Really? Where? Did you? I need that. I need that soundboard, guys. I need that soundboard. Thank you, everybody who did the hype train on Twitch. Thank you. And thank you to everybody. You invited him to the server a month ago. Oh, he's probably not interested then. If he's not responding, he's not interested. There is a list. Yes, go to Rumble. We're moving to Rumble. Thank you, though, to everybody on Twitch who did the hype train. I appreciate you guys and everybody who subbed. Sub to all my channels, please. I am going to keep fighting YouTube. They're garbage. I'm tired of YouTube and their horse shit. I'm looking for a lawyer right now. I am looking for a lawyer right now who's willing to work pro bono. So let me know if you find anybody, because I want to sue YouTube because what they're doing is ridiculous. Okay. I actually think it'd be great to get a class action lawsuit against them because I know they've done it not just to me, but multiple people. Wait. Shit, wasn't there somebody else something else you guys told me to look up? I feel like there was something else you guys told me to look up. All right, fam. I'll see you on Rumble. I love you all. Free Palestine. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Free Mahmoud Khalil. Thank you to everybody who is a member on Ko-Fi, a member on Patreon. You guys are amazing. I love you all. We will be back in 5 minutes. Oh, you know what? I need to add my little transition photo. Okay. I need to add my little intermission photo. Yes. Okay, hold on. Intermission. The one who gave me this idea was... Oh, it wasn't available. What? Why not? What does it mean when somebody doesn't let you download something and it says file wasn't available on this site? What? That makes no fucking sense. Okay, never mind. That's fucking weird. Okay, I know there's a way to add a little intermission screen. Hold on. Oh, they have the little music. LOL. You guys hear this? I guess that's the intermission music. All right. Well, I'm going to switch to Rumble now. We'll see if I can make this little intermission thingy. And I will see you over on Rumble once I switch this shit over. All right, everybody. I love you. Free Palestine. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I just forgot. You guys, I'm so sorry. I forgot. I am not, if you're still here, going to be live on next Thursday because my family's coming to town. I switched to Rumble, Emily, for the last hour because I can be 2 reasons. 1, Due Distance actually gave me this idea to help move some of the people that watch me on YouTube over to Rumble. And then also because of the fact that it's less censored. So then you can really kind of say whatever in that last hour because they don't have the same censorship. Yes, I'm moving over there right now. See you guys all over there, but I'm not going to be live on Thursday because my sisters are coming to town. All right, so I'll see you guys in
this room, there is a list. This list, in Arabic, this list says we are in an operation. The operation against Israel started in the 7th of October. This is a Guardian list where every terrorist writes his name and every terrorist has his own shift. guarding the people that were here. In this room, there is a list. This list, in Arabic, this list